Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on a little bit different of a project, and one I'm really excited for actually. As you guys know, we talked about it in a previous video. I had a 5x8 utility trailer. I'll insert a picture right here of it. I actually got it sold, and I've always wanted an enclosed, so long story short, got myself an enclosed. And so today we're going to be working on getting the inside set up a little bit. You can see there's the golf cart right there, and a little bit different of a setup. A little behind the scenes, working on a new foot pad to go on it right there, and it's on the stock wheels again. And we'll talk about that here in a minute. So back to the specs of the trailer. It's a 2025 6x12 enclosed, with the 6-foot ceilings in it. So you can see I am 6'3", and I am standing in here just fine. It's I got the gray with the blackout package. It's really clean looking, and little scoop on top, and it's also got the race wing on the back. I've already done a little bit of work to it just because you guys, it's just standard stuff that I don't think I need to cover on my channel. There's plenty. I think a lot of people know how to paint. But anyways, my plans for the trailer is storage and to use for motorcycles and moving the golf cart around. There's the S10. So we're trying to optimize the space we best we can. It was plywood on the inside. It still is all plywood on the inside. But I went to Home Depot, got just the cheapest wall paint I could find, and I got just a gray because I figured gray would be easy. Painted the walls and got just some really cheap black, and I did the floor in black as a temporary. And then this part right here, I had leftover truck bed liner in a quart, so I just rolled this on. I rolled both the walls, the floor, and the door here. But this, I wanted to have a little bit of tread on it, or a little bit of texture, so in case it gets wet or whatever. The plan is the walls are going to stay gray. The floor, I want to get some nickel matte flooring for it and do a nickel matte instead of the wood floor. The wood floor is fine. It doesn't clean very well. It shows a lot of moisture, and you can already see it. It's kind of streaky. I mean, the wood grain is obviously in there, but it's kind of streaky with the paint. So I'd like to do that. And then the other thing that I'd like to do is Summit Racing has some plastic, some like sheet style plastic. And I think I'd like to do about a foot strip around the floor. It's kind of like a kick plate or kick board. So one of these days I'll go and get that. So kind of what I've been planning on is when it's sitting here not being used, it's going to be used for storage. It'll have my lawnmower in it and my golf cart in it. And so I've already painted it, like I said, but I also put the mounting, drilled the holes in the floor there and up here for my motorcycle wheel chocks. And you might ask why I did them in an offset like that. Well, one, the Indian's wider than the WR, so I put the Indian on this side and the WR on this side. And with the door, the side door here, I figured it would be nice not to have the bike right there in the way. So in case I need to get in, we can do that. I've done a little bit on my own off camera. As you can see, I put those two 2x4s right there to put those wheels there. That is not gonna work. That is why that wheel is off and that wheel is on the wall, because the lawnmower backs up in there and sits kind of angled to optimize the space, and then the golf cart rolls in behind it. So we're gonna have to move those, and I'll show you my plan for that. to get that out of the way. And you can see a wheel up there like that. I had these brackets, one there and two over here. I went ahead and took these down because, a little bit of a backstory here. I've done a ton of research on these trailers, and I knew which one I wanted when I went to go buy it. However, the golf cart on the big wheels is too tall to go in the door on the big wheels. So what I've come to conclusion with is I put it back on the stock wheels, and even with that and the roof like that, it's like 1.5 inches too tall to go through that door. So I think my plan is, part of the reason why I'm rebuilding that footplate is, one, because I don't like it. I don't like the size of it. It doesn't fit in there with it on. But it was my design all along to redesign this. So we're going to redesign that. I have some metal that I got to go pick up so I can make that. And I'll video all that so you guys can see it. But that is going to get rebuilt and turned into something really cool. And I have some cool plans on that for you guys, because I want to have it be a cool trailer hitch idea, just in case we want to pull my lawn trailer around the yard to do yard work, or if we want to hook it to, if for some crazy reason we want to use it for, years down the road, if I sell it to somebody that wants to use it for Halloween or something and they need to tow a trailer, it'll be set up for that. So that'll be a separate video we'll do later. But so in order to make it fit right now, I've been having to unbolt the roof and then set it in here kind of on an angle, and it works. It's just a lot of work to get it in and out of the trailer. So I went and talked to a local shop around here, and I've asked a lot of questions about that and how other people handle it. And everybody says they just take the roof off the golf cart when putting it in a trailer, because I guess a lot of people just buy these trailers because they're cheap and don't order custom trailers so that they can, put it in there as is. But there's a kit that they make where they cut these uprights on an angle, and it makes the roof cantilever down. And I was talking to them about that kit because I saw that on YouTube, and I don't like it. It looks really cheesy, and I think there's a better solution that I have for it. So, and the people at the local place said, yeah, and it makes the roof rattle really bad with that. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is, when we get all this set up and done, we'll roll the golf cart back inside, and I'll have to take some measurements, but I'll have a person sit right here on the back, because the rear seat is higher than the front seat. So the back seat is where it really, where height is going to be a problem. But I think what we'll end up doing is, even though we've already worked these and already powder coated this, I think what we're going to do is we might lower the roof about 2.5 inches. If we can, we'll play that by ear. But that's my plan for now with it. That'll be in a later video, like I said, when we get back to the golf cart. So today, the plan for getting the trailer fixed, or not fixed, just set up. So we had the four wheels hung up like that right here, and it worked great. However, with the roof of the golf cart tilted down in there, the upright posts at their current size rubbed against them as they rolled in and out of the trailer. So I think what we're going to do is, I've already taken 2 of them down. We'll take these 2 down, and we'll slide them up as tight as we can to here, to where they're touching each other there. because that's all we can do with the door there. And then over here on this side, they were right there. We're gonna put them up here and they'll be tucked away. And then with the motorcycle tires, we'll put them back here in the back because they're so much narrower and they won't be a problem. So now you might ask me, what are the Milwaukee pack out boxes for? Well, with taking the WR places and going trail riding and stuff, we tend to like to have some tools on hand. So I figured it would be good to have a mini toolbox in here. So we're gonna take these wall mounts and we're gonna mount them up here. And then we'll have some drawers and we'll still have room to get stuff underneath them. And it'll all tuck in still really nice. But anyways, for now, I think that's the rough plan. And then we'll go from there on it. Let me know in the comments if you guys think I should get a decal made on. I was thinking just the back on the flip up door when the door's up, but get a giant one of these logos made and put it on the door. I think that would be super cool. Or if I was really serious, since it's gray, I could do a golf cart rendition of the trailer, but I doubt it. I'll probably just the logo if you guys think it would also look cool like I am thinking. But anyways, for now, let's get to it. Guys, we got those mounted. I think they're gonna be plenty sturdy enough for what we're gonna do. I don't plan on putting too much stuff in them, but yes, the pack outs are kind of an expensive option, but they have the good dividers in them, and you can really have these tabs or these locking things to keep them from from opening when you're going down the road. So I think that's going to work really well. Hopefully they're mounted the same way they are in the garage, which I've never had a problem. I've used them as a work surface in the garage, so I think they see way more of a load in the garage than they will in here. Hopefully they're not taking too much of a beating going down the road, but it looks really good. Really happy with that. Came out just how I envisioned. Now to get these wheels replaced, or slid up anyways. These screws that I used originally are, do I have any more of them? They're these self-tappers. Because I was going through the wood into the metal backing, but where is it? I don't know where it went. I have another piece of this, but they're really not long enough. So I went to the store and got some longer screws so we can get that straightened out. But for now, we'll press on and keep on going. All right, guys, sorry about that. The camera died in the middle of the time lapse, so bringing you guys back in now, but we got the wheels mounted up there. the motorcycle wheels and the golf cart wheels. I think that's going to be about the best we can do. And then there's the toolboxes, and then just to get them off the floor, I put the wheel chocks for the motorcycles up there. And I have this too. This goes in the front forks of the WR so it doesn't compress the suspension all the way down, and kind of locks it out so you can strap it down. So I'm going to put that up here like this, probably just strap it up there with a hook or something like that. So we'll do that, and then that's the other tie down that goes onto those for the WR as well. So that'll just stay loose, no real place to mount that. May just set it on top of those toolboxes for now, but real happy with that. It looks really good, just like I envisioned. Well, second round of rendition. But for now, that'll be it on the trailer until we go get the plastic to do the 1 foot kind of kick scuff sheets. Might go do that tomorrow morning. And then when I order the nickel mat, which is going to be a little expensive, but so we'll hold off of that for right now. And then in the middle of doing the nickel mat, we'll have to do some tie downs as well. A lot of people just do the what do they call those? They're basically these things, and they have the clip-in hooks. C-channel or whatever. I'll put it up right here. But I think I'm gonna do something a little different for tie down, so I'll show you guys that. But for now, this will be a good stopping point for us. I'll while everything's out, I'll leaf blow it out, and then cut the grass real quick, and then probably put the golf cart in the garage, because tomorrow we'll probably start cutting on the uprights. But thanks for watching this episode. Get out in your workshop, get something done, and we'll catch you on the next one.